Hello dear students, welcome to Vagdevi Vikas PU Science College Mudhol online classes. In our today's class, we will study the grammar, and in grammar we see language functions. The grammar part of ours is language functions. And before we could go to language functions, I would like to confess one thing to you. That is, in my previous class, I have told you that on language functions, you will be asking only 9 marks. Very sorry to say you that by the slip of tongue. I told you 9 marks will be asked on this topic, but on this topic of grammar, you will not be asked only 9 marks, you will be asked how many marks? 12 marks. On this topic, you are asked 12 marks. The questions will be like, you will be given a dialogue and you are asked to be filled a dialogue of one person, and you will be given a question to compose your own dialogue, and subject would be given in the question paper, and you will be asked match the following. So these 3 questions you will be asked on this grammar aspect. For filling the dialogue, you will be given 4 marks. To compose the dialogue with a subject, you will be awarded 3 marks. And for match the following, you will be awarded 5 marks. So 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. So together, you are getting 12 marks of grammar from this topic. So you must be very careful when we study this language functions topic of grammar. And here there is nothing to be broken our head with, the points which are asked us to be remembered. If you are good in communication, without any assistance of grammar class, you will be able to attempt the dialogue writing, match the following, and composition of dialogue. If you are good in communication, if you are good in vocabulary, you need not worry about the explanation of language functions grammar topic. But in your workbook, you have this topic to be explained by the lecturer to the students. So in our today's class, we will see how a dialogue writing is to be written, how a dialogue writing is to be composed, and how language functions help us to match the expressions with the language functions. So I think you all know why we communicate. We use language functions to serve our purposes in our communication. We use language function for a variety of formal and informal way to serve our purpose. ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನ ಪೂರೈಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಭಾಷಾ ಉಪಯೋಗಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Language functions means ಭಾಷೆಯ ಉಪಯೋಗಗಳು. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ language function. So we use a language function for a variety of formal and informal purpose and specific grammatical and vocabulary are often used where in the communication. Samvahana. What I am doing now? I am communicating to you. So when we communicate, we serve our purpose. To serve our purpose, we must be good at what? Grammar, and we must be good at vocabulary. Vocabulary ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಶಬ್ದ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಣೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಹನ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು? ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಶಬ್ದ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಣೆಗಳು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಿರಬೇಕು. ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಶಬ್ದ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಣೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ how it is possible for me to communicate to you? It's very difficult. So language function is nothing but a variety of formal and informal skill which help us to serve our purpose in communication. There are two ways of communication. One is formal and the other is informal. ಸಂವಹನ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದವು? ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಸಂವಹನ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳದಾವು. ಒಂದು ಔಪಚಾರಿಕ ಸಂವಹನ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅನೌಪಚಾರಿಕ ಸಂವಹನ. Formal communication, informal communication. So communication begins when we meet some strangers or when we have to introduce our friends to somebody. There also needs a lead-taking communication when we depart. So for these all purposes, we have two types of or two ways of communication. Formal and informal. Formal communication is used to the business associates, official positions, to the strangers and to the higher authorities. Formal communication is used for the business associates, official positions, and for higher authorities and to the strangers. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಪರಿಚಯ ಇಲ್ಲದವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಔಪಚಾರಿಕ ಸಂವಹನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ವಿತ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟೀಸ್, ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ಹೈಯರ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ we have to use which communication? Formal way of communication. Business associates. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಆ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಮಾಲಕರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರ ಹೋಗೋ ಬಾರೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. There you have to use formal communication. ಔಪಚಾರಿಕ ಒಂದು ಸಂವಹನವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So it is formal communication. And informal communication is used with, you all know, with the friends, relatives and family members like your father, mother, sometimes some of the children. They even talk formal communication with their parents. But most of the children, they talk informal communication with their family members. So informal communication can be used with the friends, relatives and family members. You even can use informal communication in your neighborhood if they are very close to you. So this is how we have two ways of communication, and to form these two ways of communication, who help us? Language functions. Language functions of grammar part help us. There are hundreds of communication skills, but we're familiar with some of those skills. There are hundreds of language functions which help us to form our communication to serve our purpose. But we do not worry about all hundreds of language functions. We only study the 16. We only study how many? 16 language functions. We only will study 16 language functions which enable you to get 12 marks in your examination. So, let us see which are those 16 language functions which help us to form a beautiful dialogue and to help us to form or compose our own dialogue with a subject, and which help us to match the expressions with the language function. So let us see the 16 language functions. Now let us see which are those 16 language functions which help us to have 12 marks in our examination. The first one is expressions for greeting. Expressions for greeting. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಅಂತ ವಂದಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಒಂಥರ ಏನಿದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. And the second one is making request. When we want to request somebody, there are certain functions in the language that we see in making request. So making request is the second language function. The first language function is expressions for greeting. Second language function is making request. How to be requested in our communication will be seen in this language function. The next language function is expressing gratitude. How the gratitude means expressing the thanks to the other person in our communication. So how the language function helps us to express the gratitude will be seen in this waiting? How congratulations, how compliments could be exchanged in the communication will be studied in this function. And the next function is apologizing and responding to an apology. Apologizing, ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಯಾಚನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಬ್ಲಂಡರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಯಾಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಯಾಚನೆಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಯಾಚನೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮುಂದ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಯಾಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದವನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, which is apologizing and responding to an apology. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಷಮೆಯಾಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಷಮೆಯಾಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದವರನ್ನ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಣ. And the next function is expressing sympathy. How to express the kindness with the speaker to whom we are speaking will be seen here in this expressing sympathy function. Sympathy, kindness, ದಯೆ, ಕರುಣೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕರುಣೆಯನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಸಂವಹನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಂಪತಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, I got a call from my son to be gone home. Have to seek the permission from principal. How it has to be? Seek the permission to the principal will be studied, will be seen in this seeking permission language function. The next one is introducing. I have a friend of mine with me and want to introduce my friend to my husband. How? By introducing her to my husband in our communication. That will be studied in this introducing language function. So, eighth language function is introducing, which helps us to introduce our friends or somebody, the strangers, to the other person by the language function. The next language function is leave taking. I'm in a function or in a meeting, get an emergency call to be gone, to be departed. So, there I have to use which function? Leave taking function. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ರಸ್ತೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೆಟ್ಟಾಗಿರ್ತಾರ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಫೋನ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಎಲ್ಲದಿರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲಗು ಬರ್ರಿ ಮನೆಗೆ. ದೆನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೋತ ನಿಂತಾಗ ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಆದವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತತಿ, ನಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಕಾಲ್ ಬರಾಕತ್ತೈತಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಲೀವ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ this is how leave taking language function help us to form communication to the other person, to bid by. Next one is request for repetition. Sometimes in the class, when the lecturer asks the students a question, if the student is a bit far from the lecturer couldn't able to hear the student's answer, then the lecturer has to use Which function? Request for repetition function of languages. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಗಲ್ ಕೂತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಪಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಏನೋ ಕೆಲಸ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಕರೀತಾರ ಮನಿ ಒಳಗ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಸಾರಿ ನನಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್. ಸಾರಿ ನಂಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳು, ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, which helps us to express our request for the repetition. The next one is asking for information. If we want to ask some information from somebody, we must use this asking for information language function. Suppose ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. So what I do, I just go to the computer cafe and start asking what? For information about the computer course. This is what? Asking for information language function which help us to communicate with the other people. The next one is offering to help. The next language function is offering to help. We see someone holding very heavy luggage and couldn't tolerate, and we offer the help of ours to them. This is how the language function offering to help helps us to communicate with the other person. So sudden again ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ, shall I help you holding a bag? Or holding a bag from you. This is how we offer help, which is one of the language functions that helps us to communicate formally and informally. The next language function is complaining. If we want to complain about something or someone, again the language function complaining helps us. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶರ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಒನ್ ವಾಶ್ನಾಗ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಕಲರ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ do you feel very happy? No. What do? You just go to the shop and start complaining about the quality of the dress which had been given by the owner of the shop. That is what it is, a language function called complaining. The next one is asking about preferences. The next language function is asking about the preferences. I have red and blue color saree, and my sister has come to my home, and we think of going out, and I offer my sister to wear any one of my sarees. I keep red and blue sarees before her and ask her which she prefers. This is how the communication builds up by the help of language function. I ask my sister which she prefers, either red or blue. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ತಂತಾನೆ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂವಹನ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯೆಗಳು ರಚನೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದೇನದು ಭಾಷೆಯ ಉಪಯೋಗ. Expressing preference or asking preference is one of the language functions that comes. And the next function is agreeing and disagreeing. Agreeing and disagreeing is, we go to the shop, see some things, our friends, they like something, I like something. When they ask my opinion, I sometimes disagree and sometimes agree with their choice. If I agree, I say it is very good. If I do not agree, I express my disagree. I express my disagree to my friend saying it is good but I don't like it. See, this is how the language functions help us to communicate with the people, to express our purposes in the language. The next one is ending a conversation. Ending a conversation means leave taking. We friends meet together and at the end we have to depart. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆಲ್ಲ ಭೇಟಾಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಭೇಟ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ತಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ by ending a conversation language function. So these are the 16 language functions which help us to express our purposes in the communication. Let us glance once again. The first one is expressions for greeting, making requests, expressing gratitude, complimenting and congratulating, apologizing and responding to an apology, expressing sympathy, seeking permission, introducing, then leave taking, request for repetition, asking for information, offering to help, complaining, asking about preferences, agreeing and disagreeing, ending a conversation. So ivu niಮಗೆ 16 expressions ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ match the expressions with the language function ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ match the following question ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಈಸಿಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಒಂದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರು. ಎರಡನೇ ಕಡೆ 5 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಏನಂತ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಗ್ರೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನದು ಗ್ರೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗ್ರೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್. ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಂಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಐ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಟ್ ಐ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಚ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಂದ್ರ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಬಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಾಗ, ಸಾರಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಾಗ ಏನಂತಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ 5 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗ ಡಿಸ್ಅಗ್ರೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಬಟ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಬೋದು, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ disagreeing language function it is. So ಈ ರೀತಿ match the following ಬರೋದು. If you know these 16, you will be able to get 5 marks of match the following. So now let us see the formal and informal kind of expressions along with one example for each language function. Now let us see the first expressions, formal and informal expressions. The first expression of language function is expressions for greeting. In expressions for greeting, which are formal expressions, which are informal expressions, we will see. Formal expressions are good morning, how are you? Formal expression is an expression which is used for higher authorities, business associates, official positions and strangers. ಅಂತರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು? Depending upon the time when you meet them. If you meet them in the afternoon, you should say good afternoon, how are you? If you meet them in the evening, you should say good evening, how are you? So ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, haven't seen you for a long time. So we already know informal expression is used for friends, family members and the relatives. So here, haven't seen you for a long time. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಭೇಟ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸಿಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಭೇಟ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಹಳ ದಿವಸ ಆಯಿತು ಭೇಟಿನೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಅನೌಪಚಾರಿಕ ಸಂವಹನ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ with informal expression of greeting called haven't seen you for a long time. Then how are you ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಭಾಳ ದಿವಸ ಆಯ್ತು ಭೇಟಿನೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So haven't seen you for a long time, how are you? Communication begins with what? With the greeting. Next, hi there. Next, ಮ್ಯಾಲಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we can go with this. Hi there, how are you? Hey ನೀನು ಹೇಗಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀಯಾ? This is how we communicate in our mother tongue. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Communication is nothing but conversation. Conversation is nothing but what? The dialogue in which two or more than two people involved and exchange their thoughts through words to serve their purpose. Very simple. So in our informal way of greeting, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ hi everybody, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರ, ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಹೊಡಿತೀರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂತಿದ್ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ, ಖುಷಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಹಾಯ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು, ಹಾಯ್ ಏನ್ಪಾ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆರಾಮದಿರಿ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಾಗ ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾಯ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು? The next one is just hi. Hi is informal way of expression, should not be used for the superiors. For superiors, you have to greet good morning, good afternoon, or else good evening, according to the time. So, informal expressions for greeting are haven't seen you for a long time. Hi there. How are you? You can add it. Hi everybody. Or hi. So ಯಾವಾಗಿದ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಏನು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಕೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ and you say what? Hi. Because it is informal expression used for friends and relatives and family members. So now we will see an example how in dialogue greeting is used. So the example here, the example is the dialogue between two neighbors. ಇಬ್ಬರು ನೇಬರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆ, ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆ, ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ನೇಬರ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಸಂವಹನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗಿಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ. ಮದನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೋಹನ್. ಮದನ್ ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಮೋಹನನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮದನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೋಹನನ ನಡುವೆ ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಡೈಲಾಗ್. ಮದನ್, ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೋಹನ್, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು? Madan greets. This is what the greeting. This is what the greeting which is used in formal expression. I hope you are getting. Good morning is a greeting which is a formal expression of greeting. To greet in a formal way we use good morning. Then we say how are you? The same words are being used by whom? Madan here. So the conversation of his, the dialogue of his had been begun by what? The greeting. Good morning Mr. Mohan, how are you? Let us see what Mohan he expresses. I am fine. How are you doing Mr. Madan? Mohan Mohan responses to the words of Madan. He says he is fine and asks Madan how Madan is. He asks Madan how Madan is doing. Now let us see what Madan he says. I am fine, thank you. We are happy to have you as our neighbor. Do come home sometime. This is how the dialogue continues with the greeting. First expression is used by us is greeting. Thereafter, the words started exchanging. After Mohan's talk, Madan says to Mohan that he is fine and he feels very happy to get Mohan as his neighbor and invites Mohan to his home. Now let us see what Mohan he says. Mohan, sure, I will see you soon. Bye. Mohan says definitely he would visit his house. Then he takes his leave by saying see you soon. Bye. Leave taking ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ? ಗ್ರೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ. Then Madan says bye. This is how greeting expression is used in dialogue writing, which is one of the language functions in 16 language functions which you have got in your workbook. Now let us go to the next language function. And here, in first language function, which is expressions for greeting, we have a note to be noted. Let us see what note it is. If you want to draw the attention of a person you do not know, you can use expressions like hello, excuse me, just a moment please, or sorry. In your communication or in your dialogue or in your conversation, if you want to draw the attention of a stranger, they, instead of using good morning, good afternoon, good evening, you have to use what? Hello, excuse me, just a moment please, or sorry, according to the circumstances. So now, let us see an example for this note. How this note is helpful in dialogue, we will see. So we will see the dialogue. Is asking for directions. Joyce, excuse me, could you tell me where the bus station is? Now Joyce is a stranger to the place and to the other person. So in place of greeting, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, he uses excuse me. In place of greeting, he uses excuse me and continues his words. Says, could you tell me where the bus station is? Then Mary. Joyce is talking to Mary. There are two bus stations here, one for the private buses and another for government buses. Which one would you want? Joyce, the government bus station please. Mary, it's just half a kilometer from here. Go straight and take right turn after the circle. It's just there. This is how, by the help of excuse me in greeting, the dialogue is formed. This is how the note of expression of greeting helps us to have a better conversation. Now, let us go to the next language function, which is making requests. Now, let us see the next language function, making requests, in which how formal and informal language functions are being used. So here, formal language function. Here, when we have to express the request with the superiors, should say, do you think it would be possible? Should say, do you think it would be possible if a manager wants to seek permission or request, if he wants to request to his boss, in what way he has to express the request in his communication is being helped by these words. Do you think it would be possible? Then the next words continue. And next way of request is, could you possibly? Could you possibly? permit me to go home early today. This is how the next words continue. Next, we would be grateful if you permit me to go. If you adjust my work to others. This is how the request can be expressed. By making request kind of expression of language function. Then I hope you don't mind me asking. I hope you don't mind me asking your car for an hour. This is how communication continues, by making request kind of language functions. I am sorry to trouble you. It's a formal way. If you want to see something from somebody who are in higher authority, then you have to say what? I am sorry to trouble you to give me 10,000 rupees. Kind of request which you are expressing politely to the higher authorities. Now, these are the formal expressions of making request language function. Now let us see the informal expressions which help us to express with the friends, relatives and family members. So here you could not mind giving your car to me for a while. Could you? It's an informal request which would be requested to the friends, family members or relatives. These are the informal expressions of making request language functions. You couldn't, could you? Is an informal request. Next one is can you? Then the words. Then please. The next one is will you do me a favor? And the next request in informal expression is will you do me a favor? And will you do me a favor? And which would help me? Such kind of sentences can be formed by the help of informal expressions of making request language function. Then the next informal kind of request expression is you haven't got, have you? You haven't got disturbed if I lend money from you. Have you? This is how the sentences will be formed by the expressions of informally making requests. Next one is will you, would you, could you, please. Will you lend me some money? Would you lend me some money? Will you give me your mobile for a while? Could you please give me 50,000 rupees? This is how informal requests are being expressed for making requests. Then mind doing. Mind doing a favor to me is an informal expression in which we express the request, which is making request language function it is. Now, by these points, let us see an example of a dialogue. The dialogue is Ravi goes to his general manager. Ravi goes to his general manager, who is Mr. Kamath, with a request for 10 days leave. Now, Ravi has to seek 10 days leave from Mr. Kamath, who is the general manager of Ravi's, and in what way he requests to seek leave. In this dialogue we can see. Ravi, first there should be what? Greeting. So he says, "Good morning, sir." Mr. Kamath, "Good morning, Ravi. What's the matter? You look worried." Then Ravi, "My son is unwell and needs to have an operation. I'd be grateful if you could permit me to take 10 days leave." Yeah, I would be grateful if you could permit me to take 10 days leave. Ravi seeks 10 days permission from his general manager. He uses, "I would be grateful if you could." Yeah, we would be grateful if is a formal request used for higher authorities. So Ravi says, "I would be grateful if you could permit me to take 10 days leave." This is how the request can be expressed. Now let us see what Mr. Kamath says. "That should not be a problem. Mr. Das can take care of your projects while you are away." Mr. Kamath permitted Ravi and assured that Mr. Das would take care of his job when he would be away. Ravi, "Thank you very much, sir." Ravi says, "Thank you very much" to his general manager. "Mr. Kamath, you are welcome, Ravi. Don't worry, your son is going to be fine." He welcomed him and told him that his son would be alright. This is how making request language function help us in communication. Now, let us see the next language function, which is expressing gratitude. Now, let us see the expressions of formal and informal of expression of gratitude, a language function. In informal language function, informal language function, we use "it is very kind of you" to express the gratitude. In formal expression, if we want to express the gratitude, I hope you all know the meaning of gratitude. Gratitude is expressing the thanks. ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ? ಗ್ರಾಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಯಾರೋ ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Or else what we say it is very kind of you for your help, for your favor which you had done for me. So like this we communicate to express our gratitude to others. So the formal expression of gratitude is, "It is very kind of you, it is very nice of you, I am grateful to you." ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, "I am very grateful to you, sir." the thing which you had done for me. Expressing gratitude comes by the help of language function of expressions of gratitude. It is very kind of you. It's very kind of you that you gave me 5 days leave. So, expressing gratitude by the help of formal expression. The same way, even we have some expressions to express informal communication, and they are thanks. In your friends, if your friends help you, there you need not say, it is very kind of you, it is very nice of you, I am grateful to you. If you say thanks is more than enough. So, thanks is an informal expression to express the gratitude, which is a language function. And thank you. Thank you is also informal, which can be used with the friends, relatives and family members. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. So these all are informal expressions to express the gratitude or to express the thanks. ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. Where? In language function. In communication, expression gratitude helps to express the gratitude. So, formal gratitudes are, it is very kind of you, it is very nice of you, I am grateful to you. Informal gratitudes for expression is thanks, thank you very much, thanks a lot. Now, let us see an example for expressing the gratitude. So here is the dialogue. At the college, Gurumurthy, the lecturer in English, is talking to Murugesh. The dialogue between Gurumurthy and Murugesh. Let us see how the dialogue begins and ends, and in what way the expression of gratitude language function is being used in this. Gurumurthy: Murugesh, you have scored only 50 marks in the English paper. What is the matter? Murugesh: Sir, somehow I get confused with the grammar part, sir. I don't know what to do. I practice a lot. Where? At home. But still. Murugesh responses to the words of Gurumurthy. Now let us see what Gurumurthy he says. Gurumurthy: Don't worry. Meet me in the staff room during the break. Let us see what we can do. Gurumurthy offered a help to Murugesh. Now let us see in what way Murugesh expresses his gratitude to his lecturer. Murugesh: It is very kind of you, sir. Murugesh is expressing his gratitude by the expressions. It is very kind of you, sir. Then continues his verse. Can I meet you around 3 o'clock today, sir? He even asks at what time he could meet. Gurumurthy: Sure. Murugesh: Thank you, sir. So this is how in dialogue writing to express the gratitude we use it is very kind of you. And and also thank you. This is what expressions to express the gratitude, which is one of the language functions. Now let us go to the next. Now let us go to the next language function, which is complimenting and congratulating. You all know that when we see the people beautiful, when they are looking stunning, when they get job, when they win in any one of the competitions, we usually compliment and congratulate. So, complimentings and congratulations are used to express for getting good jobs, for their appearance, for their looking, and if someone scores good, then, and if someone do well in any activity, or someone get first in any sports event. This is how the complimenting and congratulating language function help us to express our purpose in the communication. So now let us see what way we can express formal and informal expressions to express complimenting and congratulations. So here there are some formal and informal expressions which help us to express complimenting and congratulations. So let us see the formal expressions. May I say how? If you want to express your gratitude to the superiors or higher authorities, you must say, may I say how beautiful you are looking, madam. May I say how handsome you are looking, sir. This is how the communication begins. If I may say so, even if I may say so, is a formal expression to express compliment. If I may say so, you are looking stunning. This is how we express the compliments. Please accept my compliments is a formal expression. Please accept my compliments for your wonderful success. How the compliments can be expressed in a formal expressions. Now let us see the informal expressions. That is, wants a nice or smart. In your friends, with your relatives, or with your family members, if you want to express the complimenting or compliments or congratulations, there you say that is a nice shirt. That's a smart phone. So it is an informal expression. One more informal expression is what a nice or smart, wonderful, beautiful. Next, the thing which you want to, you have to put. On what you want to compliment, you have to put there. What a nice dress. What a beautiful dress. What a nice color. What a wonderful decision. So this is how informal compliments can be expressed by using informal expressions. Oh, it's a beautiful. Might be dress, necklace, shirt. The thing which you want to give compliment can be put before this expression. Oh, it's a beautiful dash. Then, wow, you look very handsome. Wow, you look stunning. Wow, you look very beautiful. Is an informal expression expressed for friends, relatives and family members, which is one of the language functions called as complimenting. And on this, let us see a dialogue. So here we have 3 dialogues of 2 lines. Let us see them. First one is Shyam and Ramesh's dialogue. That's a very nice coat you are wearing. Shyam compliments Ramesh. The response of Ramesh is thank you. Second one, Anu, you look stunning in this pink saree. Suman, thanks for the compliment. Third dialogue, Paul, Suresh, congrats. Your English has improved a lot. Suresh, it's very nice of you to say so. Thank you very much. This is how complimenting helps in communication. This is what the dialogue forming. Now let us see how we can congratulate by the expressions. We have again formal and informal expressions which help us to congratulate. Let us see them. Formal expressions for congratulating are congratulations. Congratulations is a formal expression which help us to express the congratulation language function. The next formal expression for congratulations is congratulations, we are proud of you. Congratulations, we are proud of you is again a formal congratulating. The next one is I must congratulate is also formal expression. I must congratulate for your victory. ಮುಂದೆ ನೀವು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇದು ವಿನಮ್ರ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಭಾವ. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇ ವಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ಯು. ಮೇ ವಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ಯು is again a formal expression for congratulating. The next formal expression is we would like to congratulate. We would like to congratulate for your bright success which you achieved in your life. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು congratulations ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ informal expressions congratulations ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುವು? They are congrats. Congrats. Instead of saying congratulations, if you say congrats, it is accepted in informal expression. For your friends, for your relatives, you can express congrats than congratulations, which is informal, is accepted. Well done. I know you would do it. Is also one of the informal expression. Well done. Dear, well done is also one of the congratulations to be expressed in informal expression. I am proud of you. I am proud of you is also an informal expression happy for you is also an informal expression used for friends and relatives. Now let us see the dialogue in which the congratulations language function is being used. Sir. The dialogue is about congratulating. Mother, how was your day at school, Vivek? Mother asks her son how his day was in the school, at school. Vivek, it was wonderful, Mom. I have been made the president of the English club. Now let us see what mother she does. Mother, that's great. Congratulations. So mother congratulates her son by using congratulations language function. Mother, that's great. Congratulations. Then Vivek, thank you, Mom. Vivek, thank you, Mom, expresses his gratitude. So this is how we congratulate, by the expressions of formal and informal expression. So remaining language functions will be discussed in next class, and we'll see you in next class.